Hey up everyone, and welcome back to Little Stalingrad for part 3. We're a few turns further on now, and the big thing that's been going on is GCF is really trying to hammer my mouse-holing teams and my platoon that's advancing on the far left with a lot of artillery. Now this is kind of interesting because the killing potential of RT is obviously a lot less in urban terrain like this because of the amount of cover hanging around. You know, you need a direct hit or a very near miss next to a window or something to really do the damage to infantry and buildings. So the main effect in an urban area is suppression and a psychological barrier for the player, because obviously I don't want to go marching my guys into artillery. The problem from the defender's point of view with this is that the casualties are minimal and that it doesn't really matter if I get pinned down in place and I get suppressed, because when the RT lifts in a few turns, I'll just get back up and keep going. Essentially, all that artillery is going to do to me in these circumstances here is slow me down. When I'm using artillery though, what I'm trying to do is suppress enemy positions so that my troops can get up close and wipe them out. So in a sense, the most effective use of artillery here is in a combined arms context. It's not going to be very effective unless there is infantry there to capitalize on it, and GCF doesn't have the infantry here to do that. So that's good, we like that. It is having one effect though, and that's that it's making me spread my teams out in the mouse-holing lines a bit more than I'd want to. As you can see here, just at the end of this turn, this engineer team reaches the end of this row, blasts into the last house, and all these Russians wake up. Yes, I've made contact with the enemy with a small force, that's good, but at the same time, what I want is to be able to capitalize very quickly on finding the enemy. The worst thing that GCF can do to me here, really, is hit me and then run away before I can crush him, and generally inflicts casualties steadily as he pulls back. And obviously what I want to do is stop him from doing that, pin him in place and destroy him. And with my infantry hanging a bit further back down the mouse-holing lines, it's going to take me that little bit longer to get them into position to exploit the kind of suppression I can bring down with my artillery. But of course, I keep going on about my artillery like it's the only thing that's going to be doing any suppression. Look at this. GCF has decided that he's going to open up with everything in there, and my fire support guys have shut him down almost immediately. Look at all those grenades. I like grenades. Those are mostly Mark 19s, the good old automatic grenade launchers, and that's just crazy. Any Russian who sticks his head up at the end of the street, providing he's not in one of those buildings which is masked by the rows of houses I'm mouse-holing up, is going to get filled in. And you can see I've got some 60mm mortar air bursting rounds coming in just behind the enemy position there. He's having a bad time. Plus, just to turn the screw a bit tighter, you can see just to the left of the mouse-holing line that's getting contact, the next one has gone all the way up, and they're coming into position to flank that line of houses. One of the sort of downsides here though is that, oh, that's that flanking team just mouse-holing through. One of the downsides is that by the time that I get up there, the enemy's either gone to ground and I can't see him anymore, like this, or he's run away. Now hopefully if he's run away, he's run into these mortars and he's having a bad time. But we'll see as these guys just pop into the last house. So we're on a couple of different floors here and everything. Oh, that got blown out. I think there was a AGS-30 in this building here. Yeah, he's still kicking. We also had something else just on this turn. Let's go back a little bit. Which is that I'm still pushing up on the left as well, and you know, we've got the similar format. The drone is up here, the scout team's pushed forward, and we've got the infantry standing by to back them up, and then we've got the rest of the stuff back here. But yep, Russians. Now this is a bit better because these two teams here can see through this alleyway between the buildings. So even though, you know, the scout team's getting a bit hammered, these guys are able to put the hurt out and oop, bugger with an RPG. So you can see, even though they're suppressed and they've lost the guy, that incidentally is a motor rifle squad. You've got 6 guys, PK. Have we got a PK somewhere? Yeah, we got PK and an RPG. That's your infantry squad. And let's just rewind it for a second. See if we can't catch that RPG. Boom! Yeah. Okay, so we lost the guy there. But, you know, that instant suppression from the Americans comes back in. That's what we want. So yeah, we're just pushing on. Seems to be going well so far, but we'll see. Alright, we're what, a third of the way up the map, sort of. And in a bit we're going to get into these trouble areas, which are this block here. That's going to be full of Russians, I can almost guarantee. And this big block here. See, we're already on the outer edge of it, and we're getting some guys giving us some trouble. So, once we take this block, and once we take this block, that's probably, I'd imagine, going to really be the business. Once we've done that, it shouldn't be too difficult to get ourselves into the old city. And at least get inside the objective, because I'm pretty sure I'm going to be winning on casualties here. Am I going to be able to 100% clear out that monstrosity of an urban area within a monstrous urban area before the time's up? Yeah, don't know. That's a tough call. But, you know, I'm getting ahead of myself there. We're a fair way off getting to the old city. We've got those 2 big blocks to crack first. So we've got those 2 big fights to look forward to. I'll catch you in the next video, guys.